So I had a thought. I was speaking with a friend earlier today, and we were just talking about music, what it meant to us when we were growing up. I'm in my mid 30s, my friend is in his mid 30s. And when we were speaking about music, we were talking about recent albums that we've listened to that have impacted us. The names such as Anderson Paak came up, such as Little Yachty, Thundercat, and most recently, an album that I've listened to that I've loved is by Tizo Touchdown. How Do You Sleep at Night? If you haven't heard that album, you should listen to it. It is unique and unlike anything I've heard. And that's saying a lot. Now, I'm not the biggest music critic. I'm not acclaimed or claim to have all the answers when it comes to how everything works with producing music. But what I can say is it had a profound impact on me listening to albums such as How Do You Sleep at Night? Or most recently, Little Yachty's Let's Start Here. So during this conversation, we talked about the state of music and we talked about what resonates with us now since we're in our mid 30s and we've grown up per se. So often, at least to me, it seems like music doesn't just like stamp a time. It just doesn't reflect what you're feeling or what you're experiencing right now in life. But for me, whenever I hear like an old song or something that was a jam in the 90s, it takes me back to that time. Like anytime I hear Tupac's How Do You Want It, it reminds me of being 5 years old in the car with my dad because he loved Tupac's music and he still loves it to this day. And anytime I would hear How Do You Want It, it gives me a time traveling device to go back and to spend time with my dad in that moment when we're just vibing in the car, you know, cruising down the street, enjoying the smooth delivery of Tupac as he says, how do you want it? How do you feel? That's the power of music, and it captivates us and it can hold our attention and it could literally change people's lives. And the state of music right now, especially when it comes to hip hop, I don't resonate with that much. During our conversation, I talked about how I listened to the new Drake album and it didn't connect with me at all. I liked like maybe 2 tracks on the whole album, For All the Dogs. And I've been a fan of Drake's music for years. And I'll say this, when I first heard Honestly Nevermind, I didn't know who it was for, but I started listening to the tracks and it actually resonates with me more now in this stage of life that I'm in. How it's grown and sexy, how it's something that could be listened to in a lounge, how it could be listened to on vacation. Because isn't the whole purpose of life for us to eventually grow and to get out of the club and to develop ourselves and get more income, to be able to take trips, to be able to experience new things? I think our palette for music is the same way. The things that I used to listen to and that I found beneficial and cool and I thought that was sweet when I was 15, I probably would have loved the new Drake album. But now, not so much. But now I gravitate more towards things like Travis Scott's newest album, Utopia. Something that's more experimental, it's more unique, it has a different sound. I also brought up in this conversation that I think the state of hip hop right now reflects a culture that's like in the past. The popular music, a lot of the music that talks about violence, a lot of the music that talks about degenerate stuff, it is pushed and it does have an audience, but for this stage of life that I'm in, and that for a lot of people who are my age in, they resonated more with Kanye West. Kanye West was one of the first artists who was super popular that I remember speaking about the opposite of what was in vogue for the time. He talked about putting on a backpack, having a polo, having a good fashion sense and trying to graduate, eventually becoming a college dropout and trying to accomplish his dreams through the wire. I resonated with Kanye growing up, and I think a lot of other people who are like me did. I wanted to talk about this because I had this thought, and I've been thinking about this for a while. The state of music right now is in a strange place. I've never been somebody that's been a street person. I've never been somebody who claims to be or I don't want to be. I went to college. I try to go and develop myself and learn new things every day so I don't have to, be in that type of mindset where it's just a survival mindset. I've graduated past that. But there's a lot of people who are still in the kind of cycle of, I don't even know what you can call it, where the music dictates their state of mind at times when, in all honesty, a lot of the music that comes out today, it's not real. It's a lot of people acting. It's a lot of characters. It's a lot of entertainment. It's the entertainment industry. And I'm saying all of this to say the new music that I've been listening to has inspired me to be unique. It's inspired me to take chances. It's inspired me to talk about what I really want to talk about. Tizo Touchdown. What a unique artist. I was listening to his album and it's 14 tracks. And I'll tell you this. You can play it front to back and you'll have a different experience throughout the whole thing. The range of sounds, how unique everything is. I've never heard anything quite like it. And there's a beauty when it comes to music that when you share some music with a friend or you share it with somebody and you can talk about it and experience it together. I think that's the whole point of good music. It's supposed to be something that inspires, that helps you all feel your humanity in a way. And I've been gravitating more towards music like that. And I'm just fortunate. And I wanted to talk about kind of my thoughts on music, my thoughts on where I see it going eventually, where I really don't know. I do think that people are getting tired of the same cookie cutter, I'm rich, I'm tough, I got more money than you type of music. I think that's dead. I think that's played out. At least for me, it doesn't connect with me at all. And when it comes to the female rap and stuff and all of the just degeneracy, and it's always talking about, sex and always talking about what they gonna do with their parts, it gets old. And we talked about that too, me and my buddy. But it seems like I'm rambling a little bit. And if I am, you know what? Give me some grace. But this is just an honest thought I had. What kind of music do you listen to? I'm interested. What kind of music do you listen to? What kind of music do you like? Have you heard the new Tizo Touchdown album? I want to kind of enjoy new music, things that I like. And maybe I can get some recommendations from you guys. But what do you think about the state of music right now? Do you think it's in a good place? Do you listen to hip hop? What kind of music do you listen to? Do you listen to rock? Just an open conversation. Just kind of want to know what you guys think or what you guys are thinking about. I didn't introduce myself yet. My name's Monte Lee. This is the Carrot Juice podcast. This is kind of just a one-off. It'll probably just be a little bonus episode on the channel and on the podcast to talk about music, talk about what's some things that's inspired us lately. I haven't ever really done music reviews like that. I probably won't on the platform, but if I listen to something or if I read something or it's something that I'm inspired by in the moment, I'll talk about it on the channel because it's my channel and I can do that. Any housekeeping do I have? Do I have any housekeeping for you guys? Not really. I'll be posting a video at least once a week here on this platform. Eventually, I'll be doing some more long form episodes when I'm inspired to do so. And if not, I'll keep just making sure that I release at least one video. Yeah, if you like this video, like it. You can subscribe to the channel if you want. Hit the notification bell. You'll get notified anytime I do drop some content, or if I decide to go live, I might do that a couple of times. I don't know. Stay tuned. Outside of that, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope that you're trying to get better by 1 degree each day, learning something new each day. I'm a curious person. I'm always trying to learn something. I'm always trying to figure out how things work and how things run. I think that's just how I'm wired. And now I'm discovering new music, and it's inspiring me to step out of my comfort zone and to do things a bit more off the cuff. Like, I don't know if you guys realize when it comes to like my podcast and what I've been doing here, I don't like to script things really. I have like a general idea of what I want to talk about when I come up on here, and then I just kind of go. That's just how I do things. If it seems a bit rambling and stuff at times, it's because it's real. It's authentic. This is me. This is how I process my thoughts. I'm going to get better with it over time. I have got better with it over time, because if you would have saw some of my first episodes or some of my first videos, it was it was horrible. But hey, I'm a work in progress. You're a work in progress. We all are. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. So until next time, listen to some good music, eat something good, and then I'll talk to you guys next week. Peace.